Hey everybody, welcome to the Out the Trunk Pod with Jordan and Darius. This is our movie review segment. My name is Jordan. You can find me on all socials at Jordy B Writing.
And I'm Darius. That's D's. I love the area on all socials.
And today we're going to be reviewing The Drama, which came out this year, written and directed by Christopher Borgli. It stars Zendaya as Emma, Robert Pattinson as Charlie, Alana Haim as Rachel, Mamadou Athie as Mike, Sydney Lemon as Pauline, Hannah Gross as Alice, and Anna Baryshnikov as Sam. The drama takes
Impressive on
place.
those names, man.
Right?
Pretty good.
And they said we can't read.
There you go.
The drama takes place days before their wedding. Emma and Charlie's seemingly solid relationship is shaken by an unexpected confession from Emma's past. As celebration turns into uncertainty, Charlie must decide whether love can survive doubt, moral judgment, and the frightening realization that he may not know his fiancée as well as he thought. So I'll toss it to you for Act One.
Act one, the perfect week begins. Emma and Charlie appear ready for marriage, surrounded by wedding plans, close friends, and the comfort of a relationship that seems stable, romantic, and fully understood. First observation, Zendaya can act when people let her. When she's
When people let
given
her, yes.
when she's given some space to stretch and she's not put in a box. I was
Yes.
very impressed with her in this movie. She held her own and never stood out like a sore thumb. And it was actually a lot of emotional. Like this was a tough role, and she
It
handled
really
it.
is.
And she held her own. And I didn't think she had it in her, given her output lately. So shout out to her.
Well
So
said.
what you got for Act One?
Yeah, that's she was really good. I think once she got away from Sam Levinson and that Euphoria set, she was really able to like fully be an actor, after leaving Disney, and growing up, obviously. Yeah, first observation about this movie: was paced incredibly well. It feels like a hour and 40-minute panic attack. Like the stress and anxiety that you feel in this movie is like insane. Like the first time I saw it, I was like, "What the hell is happening?" I legit was like, "Is my life ruined?" Because that's what I felt like watching the movie, and even watching it again for the pod, when it starts to go where shit starts to get left, I started to feel stressed. I'm like, I don't think I can handle this. I had a rough week. I don't know if I can mentally do this. So that's testament to the great writing because you really feel everything that every character is feeling.
It perfectly captures the falling in love, but it kind of they do a good job of making you feel like something is amiss before you really know what it is. Because like
Yeah,
I don't know about you, but like I didn't know what this was. I just
me neither.
at this point, if Robert Pattinson did it, I'm giving it a fair shake. And
Yes,
um I just kind of was like, well, okay, what do we is this like a rom-com, but it's not romantic. It's not what's
right.
going on here is like it's very gray for lack of a better word.
Yes. Hmm.
It just felt like you just knew the mood was going to shift. But let me just start by saying like the opening scene, she's deaf in one ear, and you don't pick that up right away. But
Right.
when she turns around and just like he's fumbling all over himself because he fucked up. He thought she was deaf. He's lying about having read a book. Whom of us had? We've all done that.
Right.
Uh, like, dude, nothing's more relatable than lying about saying you read some book to get at some girl.
Right. Peak performative male right there.
Yes. And so and she just looks at him and she's like, "You want to start over?" And I was like, "That was I love that."
That was really, really nice. That was like such a kind gesture. And it's funny now because like I just really thought of it. Like that's what like she does that for him the entire movie
Yeah,
is do you want to start over?
yeah.
Like and just how important that message is in the course of the relationship. I mean, we'll talk more about that later, but yeah, she was like I thought that was great because like it's peak awkwardness because she walks away, he goes to the book she left on the table to take a picture of it so he can Google it real quick to talk about it as an icebreaker. He's talking to her, she has one headphone in. He realizes he thinks he's bombing, but he's not. She can't hear him. And then when she starts talking, he's like, "Wait, what the fuck? I'm sorry, I'm not hitting on you."
Yeah.
Like just like the perfect like display of awkwardness and like it was so well done because like in the movies it looks so cool or whatever. It's like the truth is in real life it is nerve-wracking and it is awkward and you don't know what to say after you say hello and your name. Like it because you can literally say anything and fuck it up or make it go well. So I love that they the way they performed that scene.
And let it be a lesson for you fellas. If she likes you, she'll help you out.
Yes.
There's no None of us are that smooth as out in the movies, but you know, if she likes you, she'll help you out. She'll point you in the right
Yeah.
direction. But like, I just thought that was really cool that she
Yeah, me too.
clearly found him handsome in some regards and charming, and she was just like, "Swipe the slate clean. Let's
Yeah,
do
let's
this
just try
again." So you know I'm
it.
deaf right away.
Yeah, I love that. Have you ever had a girl do that, something like that for you in real time?
Um, Not that overtly, but I have definitely
Yeah.
bombed in a way that she kind of laughed and cleared the deck, if you will.
Yeah.
Just like Control Alt Delete.
Yeah.
I could see like her laugh was like like the cut, paste, and
Right. Yeah.
clean document. Control A, cover it all,
Control
cut
Z,
it.
undo.
Yeah, and never straight up want to start over, but just like a
Right.
laugh and how about this? And then she starts talking, and then
Yeah.
it lets me ground myself, get my bearings about me, and kind of even
Yeah.
and it's a signal to me to just chill and we
Yeah.
can go places with that. But certainly not that movie, not cinematic, but yes, I have. How
Right.
about you?
Uh, yeah, for sure. I remember I was at a mic one time and I saw this girl I thought was cute, and kept like stealing glances throughout the night, and at the end of the night I kind of just like introduced myself and uh Instagram, and then I was like, 'cause I didn't want to come on too strong, so I was like, hey, like I may hit you up on there, like if you're cool with that. And then she was like, well, just take my number. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Save me
Um,
a day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm showing my age. I'm not asking for. I'm a grown man. I'm not asking for your Instagram. It's like we are not. I'm not here to like your posts. I'm here to talk to you because I'd like to take you out to dinner, and we are not. We're not. We're skipping the whole let's like each other's posts
Yeah.
and no.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, this was like 2019. So
okay, so yeah,
I
that's
was like 27, 28.
okay. Well, that does reframe things, and then
Yeah.
uh, I'm not a native social user, so it is different. But
True.
man, like oftentimes I'm getting socials after we've already been out and shit. Like, cause I just go straight to
Hmm.
numbers. If she's not want to give me her number, she don't like me no way. So like
That's true.
I don't really need to be looking at you ain't posting nothing interesting anyway. So, but yes, I can't remember. Well, if it started on Instagram first, it was usually I can't remember anyone I've never gotten an Instagram first. It's
Mm,
always been a number first. But I've met, I've gone out with women I've met on Instagram, but it was usually
yeah.
in a casual, friendly setting, and then you know,
Right.
likes go to something else, but never. Yeah, I have your Instagram.
Yeah.
That's young dude stuff. So, what else you got for Act One?
Um. Oh yeah. So I love the scene where they show him and her working on their vows, with their separate friend group. Um, and he starts to tell a story about how he whispered in her ear to like test if she was deaf or not. And he's like, I love you. I want to marry you. I just don't know how to say it. I'm petrified to ask. And then it cuts to his boy and he's crying. He's like, yep, no, that's solid. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think you got it.
Shout out to what was his name? I
uh,
just say black dude in the
Ma,
movie, Mama
yeah,
Do Affy.
Mamadou Afi, yeah. He
Talented
was
guy,
really
man.
good.
I hope
He's really, really good.
we'll pick it up later, but like he kills a scene later in the movie that is the whole movie.
Yeah.
But I hope to see him in some more stuff later.
Yeah, he was great.
He was really good in this.
Yeah,
But
A24 should hold on to him.
you know, sharing I don't know, man. Writing vows just seems so personal and intimate. I'm not sure if I would just
Mhm.
like want to share that before the actual wedding day.
Yeah,
But you know,
I
I,
feel you.
who knows? I don't know how these things go. I've never been married, so
Yeah.
um,
Um, yeah, one of my friends' weddings last year, they did a portion of theirs like actually in private. Which I thought was kind of cool. And then they did a version or a different part of it, I guess, in front of everyone. I thought was pretty dope. Would you write your own vows or you would just go with the standard?
I mean, I wish I hopefully go with the standard. It covers all the bases. You know,
That's crazy.
I'm not a creative writer, so uh, if she's cool with the standard, we can just knock that out for better or worse.
Yeah.
Sickness and poor, death do us part. That covers it.
Amen.
You know, I don't really have anything to add. No notes. Um, clearly, you'd write your own.
Jesus is my Ghost Rider.
Yeah, you know, like I don't know, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So,
I feel you. I'm not mad at that. Okay, so I think that's all I got for Act One. You have anything else for Act One?
nah, man, we can head into Act Two. The movie
Okay,
begins
cool.
basically. Truth enters the room. A private revelation changes the emotional temperature, forcing the couple and their friends to confront trust, forgiveness, and a difference between past mistakes and present identity. Given this movie is a little bit on the more obscure side, I'll go ahead and explain that
Yeah.
basically they sit down, they get drunk, bridegroom, maid of honor, best man, and they all just stumble into a conversation that no one should ever have. And it was like
Ever, ever, ever.
like secrets about yourself that nobody
Right.
knows. And some lady like put a handicapped kid in the closet. Forgot what black guy did. But the
He
lady,
his girlfriend was getting bit by a dog, and he like
oh yeah, yeah,
kind
yeah.
of got her out the way.
Yeah, don't do that. Not chivalrous at all. Um, and Zendaya's character, Emma, said that she planned a school shooting and just didn't go through with it. So
Yeah.
talk about a big joker.
Right.
And by
That's like
plan,
the
we don't
biggest
mean
big joker
like
ever.
contemplated it. Like she had videos and
No,
she was took
she like recorded a manifesto.
yeah, had a manifesto, had videos, was
She practiced
practicing
shooting
shooting. I mean,
guns.
she had done enough to be arrested. Like it was not, you
True.
know,
Yeah,
it
she
was
had. She
if they
had.
arrested her, it wouldn't have been like a thought crime. Like she actually took
Right.
actionable steps
Yeah.
towards this. And so that's bad, you know. Which brings us to my first observation that, you know, it's okay to lie a little bit. Everybody don't need to know
Yeah.
everything.
Please. She'd have been better off being like, I had a train ran on me.
Yeah. You know, you know what I'm saying? Uh, Dave Chappelle episode where like man on the streets and he's like, he stops a couple and he's like, "What's the wildest thing you ever did?" And the dude just says something normal, I got drunk, and the
Oh
girl's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like, "I had a train ran on me in college." And did well, they asked her first, and she said, "I had a train
yeah.
ran on me in college." And they
Yeah.
asked the dude, and he's like, "Having sex with gangbang here without a rubber."
Oh yeah, that's right.
um, you know, it's just
Yeah, some shit you just take to the grave.
it was. I'm assuming these characters are in their late 20s, so this was 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. It's middle
15
school,
years ago,
15
yeah.
years ago. You've grown out of it. Um,
Yeah.
maybe leave that one in the drafts. I would have.
Yeah, man. I for sure, 100%. Um, Even the next day, I'd have been like, sometimes I get drunk and tell crazy lies.
I think
I
she
would.
tried that. It didn't
Oh
work.
yeah, she did. She was like, "I'm just drunk," and she was like, "Oh, so that makes it okay."
Yeah.
No, that shit was crazy. Um, and I love how even though when she explained it, it's like, of course, it never ever makes sense, but like sometimes you like in certain movies and shows, you're like, I can see how they could reach a breaking point. With her, it was like two things that happened.
Yeah. It didn't do a good job of setting her up. Or maybe she just wasn't an empathetic figure. Maybe she just which brings me to an astute observation that I didn't catch the second time around. She doesn't have any
Okay,
friends. All of her
what
friends
makes
are through him. Her maid of honor,
shit? You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Damn, you're right.
she that
Because of
wedding,
the wedding vows, she said we met her at.
yeah,
Damn,
she has no friends. And
damn, you're right.
your maid of honor you met through your husband or fiance, that
Right.
is
Is
genuinely
a
bizarre.
huge red flag. That is, you're
Like,
right. I didn't even think about that.
you don't have any, not a sister, not a cousin, not an auntie, not a
Yeah,
college roommate. She had no friends in this movie. The wedding was all
yeah,
his guests or people she met through him and like her dad.
yeah.
Uh,
And then she had that one friend from work, but that's from work. Yeah, damn, you're right. I
man,
didn't think about that.
she,
Shit. And
uh,
yeah, that's crazy. Damn.
it's the second time through, I was just like, I need to unpack this, and I haven't yet, but
Yeah,
I feel like that's on purpose. Obviously, clearly, no stone left unturned, but it
right.
gets to the what I'm, question in the third act. But yeah, man, it's
Damn, you're right.
it's hard to believe. I want to, what happened? She had no friends in middle school. Okay, fine. But like she
Right.
didn't make a single friend until she met him. And
Yeah. I assume
that's a bit of a red
college
flag.
based on
A
what she
lot
did
of
for work. That's yeah, that's crazy.
and she
True.
exhibited a short temper a lot of times. She yelled at the
Yeah, she did.
cabbie.
Yeah.
She wanted to fire the DJ for using drugs that
Doing
maybe,
drugs.
maybe not. I don't know any
And by the way,
DJs that
like
are sober.
yeah, I was that to me, I'm like if it was the officiant of the ceremony,
Yeah,
for sure, fire them. If it's a DJ, that just shows me they're a good DJ.
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Um,
Also, just like the idea that like I kind of might have saw you doing drugs, totally unrelated to the event.
right.
What is that?
And the
I don't
wedding's
even
in a week.
in the weddings in a week, and it re it reflects a sort of impulsive anger management
Mm,
issue
yeah.
when given what she was planning before.
Right.
It's
Yeah. Okay, I hear you.
it's so some flares were going up,
Yeah.
but what you got for Act
Damn, you're
Two?
right. Uh, so I meant to bring something for Act One. So the friend, the girl, what was her character's name? Fuck, Rachel.
Yeah,
Um, is it just me or did you feel like she always hated Zendaya's character,
yeah. I
like the
feel
entire time?
hated. No, but given the I just didn't like she was like it's one of those
Always
things where
skeptical.
not skeptical. It's just like one of those things where it's like your boyfriend's best friend meets a girl
Hmm.
and she's just a little too I don't know personal and comfortable and it's like you
Hmm.
want me to be your maid of honor? I barely know you. Sure, I'll do it because I don't want to be a dick about it. But it's just like
Right.
she's just weirded out a little bit, like anyone would be to be.
That's fair. I never thought of it from that perspective, honestly.
It's just like you ever
You know
like
what?
sometimes we'll be out right at the spot,
Yeah. Right.
and there's the people we're close with, the
Yeah.
5 or 6 inner circle, and then there's like someone will come up that we barely know, maybe know, don't know, whatever, and they'll just chat and they just kind of sit down and we're like,
Stay
well,
there.
we don't
Yeah.
actually want to talk to you,
Yeah.
but we're not gonna
And
be
we
rude
can't.
about it. So it's just
Right.
kind of like I just felt like that was
And we
that
can't
energy,
have our conversation anymore because you're here.
right? And it just I just and like this is a good example. Like I love sports as much as the next person, but it's seemingly the only thing he can talk about, and so it's
Yeah.
just like that's the kind of energy I'm getting. I'm like from her and
Right.
her, and it's like she
Okay.
she kind of
Yeah.
is cool, but like
We not fly
why?
like that. Yeah. Okay, that's a
It's
good point.
like
That's a good point.
it's just I didn't get hatred. I got
Yeah.
just a little too familiar. It's like maid of honor is a high praise, a high
Uh,
position,
yeah, that's a real yeah.
and to just it's not something you want to do flippantly, and to just thrust that on
No.
someone you haven't. I mean, what a year maybe? It's just weird.
Yeah. You're right. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Um, then she was, and you know what? I think this might have been her first relationship too, because if you think about when they were at the table and they were doing the vows, and she was like, "Oh, I'm about to cry," whatever. And then she said like she had like she was having a panic attack when she realized how much she had feelings for him, and they were like, "Is he like your first like love or?" And then she's like, "I think my first crush," and she was like, "You're 30." So it makes you think like she's just had a very lonely existence before all of this.
uh, and I just think the best man and the maid of honor, their spidey senses are just tingling about her, and they're just like,
Yeah,
there's
I think
something
so.
about
You're right.
her that's a little off, and then it
Yeah,
gets confirmed with the school shooting thing, and
yeah.
I just think they were always like, she's weird, you know.
You know what? You're right. That that actually changes the way I view the movie now because I felt like she was like on some hater shit the whole time, and then I felt like when she found out about the planning of the shooting that she was like, yes, haha, I finally have the thing I can like really like just expose all the hate I actually have had for you this entire time.
You
Um,
ever have your homegirl meet a dude and you're just like something
no,
about him? So, like
yeah,
he ain't done nothing wrong,
right,
but I'm not gonna say anything because I won't feel like a hater. And
right,
I don't want her and she's happy,
yeah,
but it's just something about. him that just doesn't like, your like your spidey senses are tingling. And that's
Yeah.
just kind of what I felt that they had for her the whole time.
Yeah.
Just like
That's a great way to put it. I
something
think
that
you're right.
nothing actionable, but just a gut feeling that this is something is off here.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because even like when she's like, my cousin got shot, and it's like, well, one, that's nothing to do with the situation. But I think you just were like, you know what? Not gonna let it rip because I thought you were weird the whole time. Um, but I guess because I think because Zendaya is just so likable
Yeah.
that you like she naturally becomes sympathetic, even though the character may not actually be sympathetic because they didn't do enough. They didn't do a great job of building up why exactly she could get to that point. like, for example. There's a show called 13 Reasons Why, and there's a kid who gets bullied like throughout the course of the show, and he like starts to rebel and do like teenage shit, like vandalism and shit, to kind of get back at some of the other kids, whatever. And then he gets found out, he gets suspended. He comes back to school, he's comes through, he's like rehabbed and trying to like really, be a normal kid. And they do some physical abuse to him with a broom, and so he planned to do that, which he
Yeah, that'll
planned,
make you
and
do
he
it.
he pulled up to the school dance with a bag, a duffel bag, and some of his friends like talked him down from it, whatever. It's like in that situation, it was like you kind of wanted him to go through with it because of what had happened to him was so traumatic. In this situation, I they didn't do a good job of building up why exactly she had planned this in the first place. Not that this is would ever be excuse, but it's just like you know,
Is the 13 Reasons Why on Netflix by chance?
yeah, it is, yeah,
That sort of overly heavy-handed explanation sounds about right for Netflix.
yeah,
Like, as you're explaining, I'm like, man, this is really on the nose.
right.
Um, Nice little callback there, but I do think they needed a
Yeah.
little bit more seasoning on it. But I'm glad they weren't that heavy-handed.
Yeah,
But
for
I
sure, for
think
sure. Yeah.
I do think they dropped some nuggets in that I don't think there was a reason. I think she was just a crazy bitch. Like, I really do. Like,
Yeah.
like someone bumped into you and you dropped your book. Like, yeah. So
Yeah.
I
I
do
think
think
you're
it needed a
right.
little bit more seasoning though. 'Cause the movie was short. It was an hour and 40. So,
Yeah.
I could take it to 2 hours and put a little bit more seasoning on it. I'd have been cool with that.
Yeah, I hear you. You know what's crazy though? Because I've been like liking tweets about it, so I've been seeing more of the discourse about the movie online. Is everyone's like viewing her character as a sympathetic figure and everyone else is the asshole in the movie?
Um, People don't be watching these movies, man. They be scrolling their phone. They not. It's a dialogue heavy movie. There's not a lot of
Yeah,
action sets. How many people talking about the movie have actually seen the movie?
yeah.
And how
But
many
like there are
saw it
several
without scrolling their phone? What were you saying?
like there are several memes of the girl Rachel, character Rachel, the picture of her with like the evil face and the glass of wine at the reception,
Yeah.
and people are like, "This is the real villain of the movie," and
Also, how much of
and
that
granted,
is
her
that?
character wasn't likable, but
No, no, and the wedding toast is inappropriate. However you feel about her, just don't go.
yes, don't
Um,
go. I'd rather you do that.
But also a lot of that discourse is that like Zendaya is very attractive and this lady was kind of not, and so it's like
Right. I think
you're
that's
being mean
yeah.
to the pretty girl.
Yeah.
Not to say this woman was ugly, but clearly like there are
Yeah,
levels,
but
and Zendaya is a fucking
Zendaya's
supermodel.
right,
And
correct.
so no, I don't know these people, so I don't want to cast aspersions, but like I
Mhm.
would question one's media literacy if they think that the maid of honor was the bad person in the movie. Um, Now she shouldn't have given that speech. We'll get to that later.
No,
That
that
was
was an
wholly
ultimate dick
inappropriate.
move.
But
Yes.
um, watch the movie, people, and watch it without your phone. Put your phone in another room, sit down and
Yeah.
watch it. It's I
And
get,
remember that that's not Zendaya.
yeah, it is a character in a movie acted really well.
Yes.
And in a way that I thoroughly enjoyed. So while we're in Act Two, I just figured I'd throw this here. Robert Pattinson might be like our Daniel Day-Lewis, like a person who just kind of does. Now, granted, he works a lot more, and he did do
Yeah,
Batman, so that's a
for
bit.
sure.
Well, I mean, Daniel Day did
And
Abraham Lincoln, so I don't know.
true.
But he's gonna be the person that just does like obscure artsy stuff and pops in to win an Oscar every 10 years, and he's gonna work a little bit more than that. But
Right.
I'm very, very excited about him, man. He's extraordinarily
Me
talented.
too. I think he's the best actor in the world right now. Artist objective, of course, and I have a lot of actors I love, but like to me, like if he's in the movie, I'm going to see it. Um,
Do you think he could carry like a 2 hour epic? Like, you think he could do
like the Odyssey.
Oppenheimer? Like, well,
Oh,
he
okay.
wasn't in that. Like,
Uh,
do you think he could be the main character in like a 2 hour movie where he's in 80% of the scenes?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. To me, the second half of the movie is really just his movie, where
Yeah.
he's just freaking out the entire movie, and I think his range, what he can do with his voice, what he can do with his face, the like he has two back-to-back scenes where they're cut together of him crying, and they're completely different cries. Like I know that's probably not worded greatly, but
Yeah, I
like
get
it's
you.
just insane. Like you know what I mean?
You have
I
to
think
watch the
his
movie to
range
get
is
it. He's
yeah
extraordinary in this.
his range is insane. Like in Mickey 17, he plays his character is cloned like a million times over. Of course, you've seen the movie, and but like each character is visually different. Like they almost seem taller. Like he like the way he does changes his body for roles and shit. Like I think he's otherworldly. I think he. I don't think there's anything in regards to genre or film or performance that he can't do.
I agree. You still got to see him do it though, because it is
For sure.
something
Yeah.
different to do Marty Supreme, to do Wolf of Wall Street, to do
Yeah.
Sinners, to do
Yeah. For sure.
the oddest to be the main person on the screen for 85% of a movie where you're just talking and no one's
Yeah.
bored. Like
That's
that's
true.
hard. That's the last level of movie superstardom, and those roles get Oscars. And I think he can do it. I mean, he's young,
Oh yeah. For sure.
but it's got to see him do it. I think he can though. I really do. You
I
got anything else for
absolutely
Act
do.
Two?
Yeah. So one of my favorite scenes in the movie, because this movie is like very, very funny in like a dark and creepy way. Where they're right after they have the big, wine scene and everything goes to hell, and then they're at the photographer and she's like, "So I'm gonna
Oh
shoot you, then I'm
yeah.
gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot your mom. I'm gonna shoot your dad. Where's grandma? I'm gonna shout your grandma."
And then they proceed to have the most painful
Most
photo shoot
awkward.
I've ever seen.
And she's like, Zendaya's like. and, and she's like, "Yes, put your hands on his chest. Ooh, look at that diamond girl."
Let's get some music in here. Let's go back. Let's start
Yes,
some
yes,
music.
let's. And the poor lady in the back is looking at Robert, and she's just like,
Uh,
like
let's just
like
hope they're
his
happy on
yeah,
wedding day. You
yeah.
ever go to somebody's house and you can just
You can
tell
tell
they
they
just
just
finished
fought.
fighting? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, do you want me to come back? Because I can. Like, I
yeah,
really, it's not a big deal. Clearly, there's a
yeah,
tension in
man.
the air, and
Woo, yeah, dog.
you might have got the
Yeah,
invite 2 hours ago, and you said I'm gonna pull up at 7, and you just kind of did, and you sent them like I'm on my way, but
yeah.
they didn't respond, so you just show up because that's what you everyone
Mhm.
agreed to, and then you're like, oh.
Fuck.
Maybe I should just go take a lap, like
Yeah, yeah.
there's a bar around here I
Or
can get a
even
drink
like.
at and come back.
Or even like if you've been at a party and you can tell the couple that gets to the party just got done fighting, like you know what
Yeah.
I mean? That type of stuff. I remember. Yep, time to go.
You know, y'all could have caught that hint a little earlier. Um, but let's get this train back on the tracks.
Yes,
That was funny. The awkward photo shoot was funny. And
yes,
it that's a difficult scene to do, to be awkward on purpose and it not
yeah,
look fake.
yeah,
Again, man, I can't, I'm beating a dead horse here, but the two leads in this movie were phenomenal, you know.
yes, they
So,
were. Like like he wants to smile so bad, but his body won't let him.
yeah.
And like she wants to pretend, but she can't pretend by herself because then she looks crazy. Um,
And this is like three
one of
days
my
off from the wedding.
right, like this is just like peak worst timing ever. Um, another one of my favorite funny scenes is where he's like replaying all the time. He's replaying like that montage of him with like her younger self as a couple,
Yeah.
and they're like on the like watching like romantic views and shit, and he just is like, just completely exasperated and just like, what the fuck am I marrying? That scene was pretty funny too.
He's kind of stuck at this point. You ready to get to Act 3?
Yeah, he really is. Um, did you have the DJ and the coworkers scene in Act Three?
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
all right. Act 3, Wedding Day Reckoning. With the ceremony approaching, Charlie and Emma face the full weight of uncertainty, deciding whether fear, judgment, and unanswered questions can coexist with commitment. the coworker scene we were just referencing, technically speaking, Charlie was the only one with like a genuine betrayal here.
Yeah,
Like
right.
her issue
Like she never did
was
anything to him.
or at all, really. This is
Yeah,
20 years ago, and it's certainly
yeah,
disturbing. But Charlie went for the goal. I mean, at that point, you might as well do it. You're not
right.
really. I don't think it's going to make a difference. Clearly, it did. But what you got for Act Three, man?
Yeah, you gonna take that ass, well, you might as well have,
You know, might as well.
uh, have finished. And even like the way she's just like after they like he decides to not go through with it. You could tell she still was down. 'Cause she's like, "You ripped my shirt," like as she just like slowly walks away. She didn't run out in shame,
Yeah.
whatever. Um, and then they have to go see the DJ, and there's that awkward firing scene where she's like, "It doesn't matter. We're not gonna call the police, but like we did see you smoking crack outside."
I, I, I I struggle to understand what the big deal was. Well, I do understand that she's crazy, and so that's what
Right.
she clearly does not do well with
Things
surprises and
not going her
adjustments,
way.
or just like when you have to deal with other people, you deal with there's variables to it, and she doesn't have any friends. She's never been in a relationship before, and so she's just not used
Right.
to variables, and so yeah. So I don't really know. I don't understand. Well, it must have been a quick courtship because he should have picked up on. She's clearly crazy to me in that hour and 40 minutes. So I don't know. He should have picked up something.
Right. Because even like just the way she talked about it after the fact, like, can we just like do this after the wedding? What do you mean after the wedding? Like, there may not be a wedding. There really shouldn't have been a wedding, to be honest. Um,
Was he? Well, okay, so absent. I don't think he was overreacting because I have so many more context clues watching the movie. I think that she was like a genuinely
right.
not a good person to
Disturbed
decide to
person.
marry. But like absent that, like was he overreacting? Like is it just is the incident enough? Is the revelation enough to call off a wedding?
Uh, the revelation is enough to call off the wedding. I think because the wedding was so soon, you really kind of have to make a split decision. So in that instance, I kind of get why he went through with it because like you're like, fuck, it's been 3 days. It was 20 years ago. Like it's really tricky. Then you have to explain to everyone, do you really want to, even if you like don't want to marry her, you still love her and care about her. You don't want her to look like a fucking psychopath to your whole family, which you would have to explain.
No,
So
you
there's
wouldn't.
that.
You don't need to give an
Um,
explanation. Wedding's not
well,
happening.
that's
Keep your receipts in the mail. I don't
that's
know. Like,
true.
what the fuck you want? Like,
Yeah, 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 you're right. It's nobody's business. That's true.
I'm the one who's losing money here. I didn't ask you. So, like,
That's true. Um, I do love
uh,
that scene though where he's talking to his friend at the like the lake, and he's the black friend, and he's like, "Whatever we can do," he's like, "Just go back to England. Don't go back home." He's like, "Whatever we do, it's fine. Like, I'm going to beat her up." Like,
he's a good friend.
he
Um,
really is.
no, I don't think the revelation in and of itself is enough to call off a wedding. Now, everything else added onto it gives me enough red flags.
Yeah, yeah,
But not man, everyone comes from somewhere, and if it was just like
right.
well, the videos are bizarre, but
Yeah,
um, he didn't see the videos though, right? Like that was
no,
all
he didn't.
flashbacks, and so
Right.
I don't know, like a reason enough to call off a wedding
Yeah,
if that's a standalone thinking situation. So
right. That yeah. Right. Because in that moment, it's tricky because like I mean, teenagers are literally mentally and emotionally unstable people. So
yeah,
it's hard to judge everything they do in that time period. You know what I mean? So it's just I think because well, obviously the level of the thought processes and the how far she was willing to go is really the biggest red flag, to be honest. Like, I mean, and it wasn't that it was just one specific person she wanted to get at. She's like, she wanted to harm a lot of people, innocent people, you know. Man, it's tricky because like there is a place where grace can be extended because you were a kid and at least she did like become an activist and do things to try to, amend for what she would have done. I think that does show some sort of character, if you will. Um, yeah, I mean it's tough, but everything else, really everything else, once you really talk about it and put it all together, the no friends, spazzing out on the driver when you're in the road, uh, slapping him when he said like, "Hey, I don't like it," you know what I mean? Uh,
Which
even
are
like
all
where she
probably
was
things
like
that
shot,
happened before, but it didn't matter because he didn't have the
right,
context and he was on a love high. So,
right,
um, well, it's tough. But I think all things
yeah,
considered, I probably would have just gone through with the wedding because it's the path of least resistance at that point.
yeah. I think I
Um,
probably would have too, to be honest.
Speaking of the wedding, that was cinema, man. That whole everything in that wedding was cinema, man.
Yes, Martin Scorsese meme.
Oh man, it was painful. It was cinema. I could not
It was
look
awkward.
away.
You couldn't look at it. You couldn't look away. Um,
The way the best man is trying to drive the car and
yeah.
metaphorically, and it just like he just keeps seeing these bumps and he's dodging them and he's like
He did his best.
he
He
did
was
his
like maybe the
best.
best man ever, honestly.
And then you know, his girlfriend, who's also the maid of honor, is like gives like a just enough shade in the speech to where
Hmm.
people could know they don't like each other, and like he
Right.
navigated that. And
Hmm.
you know, that's tough. That's a really, really tough
That
spot.
was a tricky. Yeah,
He
man.
almost landed the plane until his fucking groom started talking.
Yeah, yeah, because like she overheard uh the friend talking to basically the side chick about the shooting, or him asking about uh the shooting basically, and then so she tweaks, which makes him freak out, and then she's like, "Oh, let's just talk to her." Of course, she confesses, which was stupid because you don't know anything at that point. You just don't say anything. Um, and then because he was so guilty, he just completely short circuited when he gave that speech. Um,
I
but his
hate.
performance was he.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. His performance.
His performance was so great in that scene, bro. Because like he goes through 18 different emotions in like 90 seconds.
And then like the liquor hit him at the worst time.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Would you please just shut the fuck up?" And then he starts talking about the sex. It was
And his
just
best
like,
man is like, we're gonna hear some words from the bride. Pardon me. No, we're not. We're gonna
no,
hear some words
no,
from
no,
the
no, we're not.
groom. um, I love that scene. I cannot stand when men can't handle their emotions. Like he's just like, get yourself together, man. Get through this wedding. Like it's fine. Why are you crumbling? Like be a man.
Yeah.
Straighten your back. Like
Straight your back.
it's like, dude, keep it. There are a few
Because
things I
all you had to
loathe.
do was get through the day, and I think he would have been in the clear, honestly.
Absolutely. Men are not supposed to fall apart and be hysterical in that way and emotion
Yeah.
one of the things I loathe the most is like hysterical ass grown men. Like hold it together, keep it tight.
Yeah.
Uh, it's just it was great cinema, but at that point I
Yes.
just that was the part where I really stopped liking his character. It's like, dude, get it together, man. You're falling apart. And like
Yeah,
you would have he would have made it through. It'd have been
yeah.
painful, and people would have been talking shit for a long time, but he'd have
Oh, for
made it
sure.
through. Because like
Yeah.
that bridesmaid, that maid of honor speech was
It kind of saved him. It would have, at low-key saved him because everybody would just be like, "What the hell's her problem?"
yeah, because they don't have any context, right?
Right.
And um, she didn't have any other bridesmaid. Well, he didn't have any. Maybe they didn't have any groomsmen either. But
True.
like the
Yeah.
dad gave a beautiful speech.
Yeah.
And then he was almost through, and then it fell apart, and then he admitted to I guess he just kissed the girl at work. They didn't really do
Yeah, all he
anything.
did. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
I didn't get why she lied on him like that. I thought that was fucked up.
yeah, and then her husband decided to just he didn't want to take it outside. He handled it right then and
No.
there, and he whooped his ass, buddy, because he was beat up.
Yeah. I think it was all from the headbutt, to be honest, because it looked like it was just his nose, and I assumed the pressure was what caused just, the marks around his eyes. Um, the fact that he walked out there unscathed is kind of crazy too. Like you beat up the groom and nobody puts hands on you. That's nuts. All my friends and family
Uh,
are here.
you know, it was after the groom. Everyone was kind of shell shocked, and this is after the groom admitted to essentially fucking his wife.
Right.
And I think, it's like I don't know, man. Like you on your own with that one.
Right. And then the craziest part was when the way he brought it, he was like, with fucking Misha? Oh, I'm so sorry. Like it didn't even like ugh. Like the way he just said like her name with complete disgust. Um but you know what's funny is like watching the scene back, his best friend and the maid of honor were like really defending him against the dude.
Yeah,
So like in a weird way, I almost wonder if that like retroactively, not retroactively, like brought them together like quote unquote post credit in a sense. Like I
yeah.
wonder if they pieced it up afterwards. Um,
Well, I mean, they clearly did not want him to marry her.
right.
And at least in that moment, they got their wish. And so,
Yeah.
speaking of, I think people in general overrate the need for great endings. But when you
Hmm.
get a great ending, it really is worth it. And this ending is great.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Um,
Yeah. Because even after
it's,
everything, you still want them to be together.
yeah. And he kind of walks over to place hoping she shows up, and then
Yeah.
to 1.5x this thing, she shows up and he tries to talk to her and she ignores it, and she basically just asks him, do you want to start over?
Yeah.
And then he makes a bad joke, or it was a funny joke about a
Yeah. It
baby, him
was.
saving a baby getting his ass whooped. And roll scene. But let me ask you this: do you think the relationship survived it?
Honestly, I do. I think one, I think forgiveness is required in relationships, especially romantic ones. But I also think like for example, there's someone told me this one time. We are talking about like if life was like a fairy tale, you know. She said, but in real life, what you know what happens at the end of a fairy tale after the prince saves the princess? And I was like, no, what? And she goes, she saves him right back. And in this movie, she saves him right back. And so because of he spends the whole movie trying to save her with her friends, with his friends, you know, in order to marry her. I think she kind of the slate is almost clean in a sense for each other. Like, you know, him and her wipes out her high school psycho shit. But he because he was defending her, he was spazzing out. And because he spazzed out, he, you know, had the quote unquote affair or whatever, quick kiss. And then, you know, her saving him kind of absolves that as well. So I think in a weird way, they kind of have a clean slate.
Well, you definitely got to get a new job. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
if the
100%.
relationship
Absolutely.
survives,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think once you have that massive revelation and your whole wedding blows up
Mhm.
and you get beat up at the altar
Mhm.
and all of your family see all of your dirty laundry aired out.
Yep.
What, I mean, I just don't think you can survive that big of a crack in the foundation. It would be us against the world for like the rest of their lives, and
Yeah,
that's not a way to live.
true, but they can bring people together, so it's kind of hard to say,
In
you
an
know.
unhealthy way, it is deeply
Yeah, well,
unhealthy
yes, obviously, definitely,
to
100% a trauma bond for sure.
Um, no, I mean if we saw part two, which hope there will never be, and thank God, but some things should just end. I don't. I mean, also I just suspect she's a psychopath,
Mm,
and I don't think there are there are a lot of troubling traits in there,
hmm.
and I just don't think she's well, and I think she's
Yeah.
lived long enough to learn how to mask it,
Mm,
and I just think he's seen too much, and
yeah.
the fact that she had no friends is just such a glaring
Hmm.
something something is wrong under that hood. Beyond,
Yeah.
that's more of a red flag to me than her revelation. To make it
You
to
know what?
30 with
You're
no
right.
close
No
friends is,
friends. And a woman that beautiful.
yeah, yes. You have to kind of grade these things on a curve because I don't know if the character of Emma is supposed to be that hot. Zendaya is that hot. So it's like,
Right?
it's like the whole
Yeah.
Zoe Deschanel always plays like the girl next door, and like no,
No, right. Yeah.
but no, that's more of a red flag to me than the revelation because it's you have to
Yeah.
be
And no relationship also.
Yeah, you just have to be very antisocial to not stumble upon a handful of friends.
Yeah.
Um, like
It's really hard to not make friends, honestly. Like if you're in a place long enough, you're not an asshole,
I
you're gonna
mean,
make friends.
just
And
not.
even assholes have friends, so
I
there's
mean,
that.
I know some very antisocial people who have friend groups, and like this idea, like this is her wedding, and nobody she knows is there outside of family.
Yeah, that's pretty bonkers.
That's to me. I mean, the revelation is pretty bad, but like combining them together, I just think something is like that. The
Yeah,
rotors are missing or something. Like it's wrong. That car is a lemon.
that's a good point. Well, yeah, I was gonna ask you if you think they do. I think they made it. Do you think the couple stayed friends with them?
Nah, yeah. They stay friends with him. In my world, they didn't make it, so they stayed friends with him. If
Okay,
they got married, I think it would be one of those. We
he's
cool, but
stuck.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
like you just don't talk about it. Like, everyone has
yeah,
had a friend who's in a relationship they're not crazy about, but you just kind of work your way around it and never really talk about it. So I don't think it'll
right.
ever be that close again. The friendship
Yeah.
died the night that she made that revelation.
True. Um, okay, this one's a lighter question. Is there a late night spot that you would go to with your bride to like chill or eat after your reception?
Here, no, there's no good food here at night. If I was back home, yeah, probably Uptown Diner or late night spot would be Uptown Diner if I was back at home.
Okay.
Um, but here, I mean, what, where would you go? Like, there's good food here, but nothing late night.
Yeah, yeah, I mean it's hard to say, like especially like super late to like sit down and eat. I don't know where we go.
Raleigh dies at like 11 o'clock.
Right. Yeah,
It's
so
like
it's
someone
like
shuts the lights off.
yeah, I went to a spot around the corner from my house, a different place, with somebody, and we weren't sure if they closed at 12 or not because we went to the movies and then went there. And then this guy was like, "So where are the 2 a.m. bars at? Like, where can I go to like have a good night, you know?" And so the bartender was like listing names of the other bars, including one of the spots we go to. Um, and then I popped up at another bar, and that same bartender was there because there's just nothing else to do after midnight.
I mean, part of that is just we're getting older. Like, but I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not out till 2, 3 in the morning anyway. But like, if you wanted to hit a late night diner, like that's just not a thing that's around in Raleigh.
yeah.
Um,
You probably got Waffle House. I think that's basically it.
yeah, but I mean, when you talk about, of course, everywhere has Waffle House, but like you're
Oh, yeah,
usually
true,
talking
true.
about
Like a specialty spot.
a specialty spot where you can, get
Yeah,
an omelet and some hash browns off a hot griddle. That's not really a thing anymore, or ever. I
true.
don't remember around here. COVID killed it.
Yeah, it really did. COVID killed everything, honestly.
What else you got for Act 3?
Um. Oh, have you seen that trend on social media of people like imitating the way white girls give speeches at big events?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's like this one guy he does them where it's like valedictorian speeches and then like best not best man speeches, maid of honor speeches. And it's like, I'm gonna keep this speech short and sweet, just like Michaela. And like and all the random stories like, we used to do drugs together, but now we don't.
I find that when you have to give a speech, especially in a setting like that, you
Mhm.
should just avoid humor. Like it's not gonna work.
Yes.
It's just not gonna
Just
work.
go for emotional.
Just say your piece, pull on some heartstrings here and there, but if you try to tell a joke, man,
Yeah.
it's not gonna land. It's probably not going to land.
Yeah.
And the laughs that you do get will just be like just chuckles that they
Sympathy.
feel, yeah,
Yeah.
sympathy laughs, and like I just think people think they're way funnier than they are. Um, you know,
Yeah.
so don't avoid
Yeah.
the
I feel
humor.
like Yeah, I think sometimes people make a mistake of like when it comes to giving speeches to like use that as a shot to do like stand up or something.
Yeah, and it's harder than it looks. All right, anything else for
Yes.
Act 3?
No, that's all I got.
All right, what do you rate it?
Um, I really like this movie. I actually was pleasantly surprised how much I liked it because I just couldn't tell what it was about from the trailers. So I'm gonna give it 4 stars.
4 stars for me too. I love this movie. It's between this and The Odyssey for my favorite movie of the year.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, man, I watched it. This is I watched it twice just a month ago, and then I watched it for the
Mhm.
pod a third time. And I just love it, man. I like movies like this that are just messy and complicated and just, two people acting. So four for me.
Yeah.
If The Odyssey had not come out, it'd be my movie of the year. But all right. Thanks for listening. My name is Darius. That's D's all up in the area on all socials.
And I'm Jordan. That's Jordy Be writing on all socials.
Please rate, like, and subscribe. We're at Out the Trunk Pod on all socials. That is Out the Trunk Pod on all socials.
And for any ongoing movie recommendations, reach out to us via email at outthetrunkpod@gmail.com. That's outthetrunkpod@gmail.com. That's a wrap. Tune in next episode. We're going to be reviewing The Prestige.
All right, y'all.
Y'all take it easy.